G'day everybody, it's Matt Dawn from Lawnporn. Welcome to welcome to Lawnporn Live, a live stream about lawns and how to get a good one. Getting tongue-tied already. Crazy. Hey, I hope you've had a great weekend. I had a very busy weekend myself. Look, I'm 15 minutes early tonight starting my show, so I hope that doesn't upset too many people. Got family staying, so the office where I am at the moment is where Heidi is sleeping, and she usually goes to bed 8 o'clock, so I'm starting 15 minutes early. She can go to bed a little bit late at 8:15, so I really have to keep it short, sharp, and to the point tonight. Anyway, like I said, I hope your weekend has been great, and I hope your winter has been going well soon. I'm going to get the chat up in that right now, so I'll do that before I really get into it and say good day to some people. We're already chatting a little bit beforehand anyway, so here we go, up there you go. And I've said, 15 minutes early tonight. There's a reason, and the reason is that, Heidi is sleeping in here tonight. Got the parents over from Whaler, so they're staying. They've got a little bit of a thing to do with Heidi tomorrow at her school, so they've decided to stay. Hey Matt, first time listener, long time follower, and I didn't quite see who that was, sorry, but I haven't got my normal feed. Jason, hello, loud and clear, thanks for that, let me know. John O'Connell, he's a bit of a regular. Hi Matt, how you going? Dildo, hi Matty Dildo. I said dildo, didn't I? Alright, there you go. Phillips from True Australian Lawn Addicts is there. Great. Tony Payne, hi Matt, how you going? Hey, thanks for joining. Yesterday I released a video about the irrigation that I'm planning, and it's really the basic sort of stuff. I'm not an expert irrigation installer by any means. I've only installed about 3 or 4 systems, and so I just hope that video helps you think about going and getting irrigation. Irrigation saves you time, money, and worrying about having to you can just plug in your programs and stuff like that. So but the time and the money is just to save that is amazing. Yep, it is hard work to do and everything like that, and hopefully with me, and I've done irrigation videos before I showed you the irrigation in the last house and the house before that. Hopefully you can have a look at those, or look at the new ones that I'm going to produce. I'm getting a little bit more fancy with my cameras and stuff like that, and working things out, but trying to just make it the best presentable and best information that I can for you guys, to get you inspired to do irrigation. And I personally myself go for pop-up irrigation. Simply because there's a lot of applications that I do like to water in and stuff like that, and if there's a problem, you can get to the pop-up and see the problem, fix the problem. Where if you've got the underground irrigation, if you do have a problem, it means you're going to have to dig it up and or potentially dig it up anyway. So I'm a fan of pop-ups. I really like the Weathermatic stuff. Now, I've had a few questions about, are you sponsored by Reese or anything like that? No, I'm not. So I just got to pay a price or whatever, and I don't mind promoting them at all. There's plenty of other irrigation mobs that sell the lawn porn and everything like that. So, I don't bug them to give me free stuff or anything like that. So it's just a normal deal, and that's who I know and that's who I go for. I was really pleased with the last design that I did, so I think that deserves a return to business. I'm not going to do a system which will link up to the internet or anything, or the mobile net, which it's not going to be very fancy. I did that to show you guys what can be done, sort of thing, and I went all the way over to Western Australia, and we looked at Sam's Zolo system over there with Reese Irrigation over there, gave him the system, but no, the system I'm just purchasing as per normal, and just like anybody else would, and they get mentioned because that's who I'm going through. So but check out your irrigation mobs that are local to you, and as I talk about in the video, go with somebody that you're comfortable with. The cheapest price isn't always the best option. Sometimes it can be if you're really handy and know what you're doing yourself, but if you need some help along the way, and somebody that's really interested in getting a good result, sometimes that little bit extra money pays dividends in the long run. Anyway, I'll quickly go through questions in a minute, and I'll talk about what's in next week's video. Actually, we'll talk about very quickly about what we should do. I did have a little plan. I wrote it down. I haven't got it with me now. Is that we should have a bit of a talk about irrigation rather than just straight question and answer. But I don't know how that's going to be. All right, found the feed. All right, just a few more hellos. Hey, Corbin, how you going? Mint Aussie Lawn. Matt, how's things? Yeah, good. Look, my weekend was mostly detailing the wife's car. I really went through it, and it was a bit cold, windy. I did a bit of a video very quickly of my tribute herbicide results so far. You'll get a bit of a sneak peek of that in a minute. Anyway, I'm keeping an eye on the time very, very quick because I have to get out of here so Heidi can go to sleep. All right. Dildo. Yeah, that was funny. All right. Curtis is hoping to snap up a prize. Here we go. Hunter Pro for my lawn. Love it. Yeah, that's. I'm getting Hunter MP rotators on top of Weathermatic pop-ups is the way I'm going. The Hunter MP rotators, I've always had fantastic results with those. Pretty maintenance free. You do need a special tool, which is very, very cheap to buy, or you can just use a very, very small screwdriver. But I like the tool. It's quite effective, and so it's not a tool-free thing that you can adjust the sprinkler heads. But once you've got them adjusted, it's really rock solid. You don't need to change it or anything. So that's what I found in my experience. So I really like the Hunter stuff. I'm good. What's in my wawa? What? I was speaking to Ben tonight. Yeah, I don't know, Ben. All right. What brand of irrigation are you going to use for your lawn? Yeah, as I was going to say, Matt, I am going Weathermatic pop-ups. I really liked them from my last job. The only two pop-ups units that I've had is the Rainbird 1803s and the Weathermatic version, which is they're very similar, but for when you're doing the lawn the way I do it and everything like that, with a lot of sand and top dressing and that, when you do get sand and dirt on top of your sprinklers, and I found that the Weathermatic never had a problem with the seals, never had a problem with the Hunter pop-ups on top, getting clogged up or anything. And I was not particularly careful about what I was doing. If I was doing a top dress, I'd just throw it down, and I didn't have a problem with that. And never had a problem. Except a couple of times I went over with the mower and clipped the Hunter head a couple of times. That was my fault anyway. I didn't quite get it quite level enough or down in the ground enough. I needed to change that, but as I was about to change it, that's when I moved. But that's a different story. So Weathermatic gets my vote again. If you've got some other ones that want to say something about, just say it. Okay, let's see what else. Ooh, I'm going the wrong way. I think we're talking. Let's see if anybody's said anything. Jackson. He said presumably slope plays part in the irrigation system planning. Yeah, it does, and you need to talk to your designer about it, or if you're not going through a designer as such, you need to allow for it or change your design for it. Now, I've always had pretty flat spaces, and where I'm at now is fairly flat. And the other one that I'm going to be doing on the same weekend, I'm going to be doing it July 18th, 19th, is pretty flat as well. So, it's something that you need to take into account, and I say that in the video that I popped down yesterday. The only real difference I've ever had with the slope is when I did the school irrigation. We basically said it was down flat, but there was sort of like a ripple, and when we got the sprinkler design going, we found that we were sort of missing a bit, so we had to do a little bit of a reposition, and there's things like that. Now, the people that I'm going to be doing my irrigation with is my family, my friends, and also we've got Shane Dolan from Designscape in Adelaide coming up for the weekend and giving us a hand. So I'm really going to learn some tips from him, I'm sure, and I'll be filming that and obviously passing that on. So we're really looking forward to seeing Shane. I'm telling him I'll have all the trenching done before he gets here. So, and that's the hard part of irrigation for sure. All right. Here we go. Craig G. A couple of my Hunter pop-ups don't retract. Any tips to fix this, mate? If the pop-ups aren't retracting, and look, this, like I said, I'm no expert when it comes to irrigation. I've only done a few installs, and I'm certainly not pretending to be an expert in that regard. I just share my experience with it. But I find that there's like a white seal if that's what you've got in yours. Like I had the Rainbird 1803s with white seal, and the dirt would get into that and it would muck it up, and that's why it wouldn't go back down. It would just really get into there. So all you really have to do is pull the pop-up apart, replace that seal, and then it should be going again. There's probably other ways that can happen, but that sort of issue can happen, and I'm not exactly aware of those. I'm sorry I can't help you anymore about that. How do you go about making sure MP rotators are the right height when you're laying your turf down, starting from scratch, and want lawn to be level with veranda and cement? Well, I'll be going through that in the future video, especially with Shane Dolan. He'll have, I'm sure, some real pro tips, because he does that sort of thing for a living. So be watching in a few weeks. So all right, well, looking at the time, I've yabbered for just over 12 minutes, so I've just got to keep this going. Next week, I'm done a little quick video about my just let me muck around with my screens a bit here. I've done a little bit of a quick video, and I didn't transition it. There we go. I've done a little bit of a quick video this week and about my tribute results, and I'll have a bit of a chat about that. But look, I'll give you a little taste of what's going to be dropping next week at 12 o'clock on Saturday. And let's hope this works. So winter is well and truly here. It's very, very cold in my part of the world. This weekend it's been a bit of rain, a lot of wind, so I'm sorry if this microphone that I've got is picking up a lot of wind. However, the tribute is doing really well. It's had a couple of treatments now. You need to give it a couple of goes. It's actually quite sensitive to the soil temperature, so the lower soil temperatures, it doesn't tend to work as well, hence probably why it needs a couple of treatments. Monument is another selective herbicide for the grassy weeds that I could be using, and Monument isn't as sensitive to the cooler temperatures and maybe might work better. However, I've gone with Tribute, which I'm using at 50 mils per 100 square metres, and the results are coming along. It's leaving my grass alone. The stuff that I'm attacking is working nice and slowly. I've been spacing my treatments about 7-8 days apart thereabouts, and I've got probably another treatment to go. They're all looking on the way out, and I can't even find the winter grass that I treated anymore. It's mostly like a bit of crow's foot that came up after that winter grass. worked. I didn't hear the sound on that one, but that is going to be a little taster of what the video is going to be about next week. As you can see very quickly that the tribute is working on that crow's foot, and it's something I'll go into a little bit more about, and I've done a little bit of reading in regards to the tribute and speaking to some people about their use of it, and it's a nice gentle product. It's going to take a couple of goes and just gently take out those annoying grasses that pop up this time of year. So look out for that one in the future. All right, 8 o'clock. I will jump straight into the prizing tonight. So I better get the chat up again. All right, and thank you for tuning in tonight. And look, apologies that I'm starting early and rushing things along a bit. I try and keep these to half an hour, so I'm not totally wasting your night by yabbering for more than half an hour. I mean, last week's was 45 odd minutes, and I try and keep it short and sweet, just to just let you know what's going on with Lawnporn, let you know what's going on with the next video, and having some fun, answering a couple of questions, and the main thing is what people go for is prizes. So and that's always a bit of fun. All right, so all right, message held for review. Someone's what's going on with the Adelaide Crows? Yeah, we're not going so good. We're not going so good at all. Sorry, I've got to hit that transition button. I am learning this software. All right, yeah, the Adelaide Crows, not good, but we will get better. We can't get much worse, seriously. Yeah. All right, okay. Let me just get onto the main pop-out chat, because I think that is just a little bit easier for me to read. Just bear with me for a sec. Pop-out chat. Where is it? Oh, it's going to hit my other screen. That'll be right. All right, just let me explode that one. God, it really did explode. ADE Turf Trivia. They really want it. Yeah, all right. A trivia question, and okay, the shortest day of sunlight, when is it? Question 1. This is for a bottle of charger. When is the shortest day of sunlight? Happens in winter, and Tony Chiles gets it. It is today. That's right, it's today. Tony Chiles. Tomorrow. Some people saying tomorrow. I believe it's today. Yeah. It was on the news as today. And look, it's my wife's birthday tomorrow, so I know that her birthday is the day after the shortest day of the year of sunlight. So, which means from here on in, now we're going to get more sunlight per the day, which is great because that's what we want. Basically 2 more months of winter, and then we hit good old warm season springtime, and warm season grasses will go rock and roll. So a bottle of charger for Tony. Now, Tony, if you email Matt at Lawnporn online, Matt with 2 T's at lawnpornonline.com. Give us your correct name, address, and telephone number. We'll obviously have your email. We can organise your prize. And all right, I'll have to think of another trivia question. All right, just bear with me. I had one trivia question, and we'll do one more, and then we will have to say our goodbyes. So my little daughter can get into this room, and yeah, go to sleep. She got school. All right. Let's go trivia questions. Let's see if I can find one. 100 fun trivia questions. Let's see how fun they are. Do they give us the answers? Seriously? Alright. It does give us the answers, okay. Alright. Trying to find one that's fairly decent. I can hear you can probably hear my girl yelling. I can hear her yelling. She's having fun and games with her iPod. Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. So, which country? No, that's silly. Sorry. That's silly. Oh, here's a good one if you're into Formula One. All right. In 2011, I'll just make sure that I'm on here again because move the mic. Sorry. All right. I'll get the mic out the way here. I'll get it right out the way if I can. How about that? You can still sort of hear me, I think. All right. Sorry about being... I've got the wrong mouse now. Sorry about this. All right. Restore chat. Cool. Thanks. Excellent. Congratulations, Ches. All right. So... okay, in 2011, which country hosted a Formula One race for the first time? In 2011, which country hosted a Formula One race for the first time? And straight away, Joe S gets it. Joe S with the correct answer of India. I don't think Sebastian Vettel is a country. Probably earns as much as a country, but yeah. I don't think he's a country. Joe S. Bottle of charger for you, mate. Email me, matt@lawnpornonline.com. Have your correct name, physical address, can't be a PO box, and a telephone number, and we'll get that going. All right, one more for a bottle of charger. And before I get into that, I just want to thank everybody's support. Of late, I've been receiving lots of messages, asking how I'm going, which is really nice, rather than lawn questions. And yeah, I've been going okay. I've been really enjoying being home and just working normal hours again, which is nice. And I hope everything's working out for you. In your situation, things in most of the country, except probably Victoria's, going quite well. If you're in Victoria, my heart goes out to you. It's you still got obviously most of the COVID stuff happening there right now. So let's hope that they just get on top of that really quickly. But look, cheers everybody. Thanks for the support. I better get to this question and make it so. And look, to those prize winners, if you want something different from a bottle of charger, by all means, just say, look, I want a root builder or I want a launch or something like that. We can do that. There's no problems. Okay, I'll find one more question. Oh, it's more of a British question, that one. Looking, sorry. I'm not meaning to just sit here and say nothing. Trying to look for something that, a lot of people would know. When did the Cold War end? There you go. When did the Cold War end? We need, we just need the year. What year did the Cold War end? And I'm watching. First one I see. Caleb Johns has got it. Is that 3 weeks in a row? Caleb Johns, 1989. That's correct. 1989. Caleb, I think you need to have the whole range. Just, I think he's almost got it. And I last episode, if you're a regular here, I did say I found the shirt. I just didn't get it away this week, but it's all packed up. Actually, is it with me? No, it's with the wife. Sorry, it's with the wife. But it's definitely going out tomorrow. I've sent you the tracking number. Hey, look, everybody, gotta go. Thanks for dropping in tonight, and thanks for your support, and it really means a lot. If you're not a person who's subscribed to this channel, hey, look, give us this video a like after, I don't know if you can give it a like now or you have to wait or anything, but if you can, give it a like, because that really helps. And definitely subscribe to the channel, and look, talk to your mates and say, hey, subscribe to this on YouTube. It all really helps, and it's just getting the message out, and and look, lawns are just so much fun. I really enjoy talking about them, doing them, and I'm busting at the seams for spring to be happening again. It's going to be good times. All right, thank you very much. I've got to go. I've got to vacate this room because little Heidi's spare bed is there waiting for her, and yeah, I really got to go. All right, thanks everybody. Get your lawn on. See you later.